out that database and connect and build relationships for the long term. And what's important is you can continually engage with these past applicants and candidates because you may not have a job for them now. We've got one client who on average gets about 150 applications for one vacancy. So, those other 149 that don't get hired are all potentially sources for referrals or sources for hires in the future. And what social media allows you to do is is a creative way beyond just email campaigns to keep these people engaged by having them join your Twitter page or Twitter feed story or Facebook fan page. I'm actually going to, we're going to run a poll here, and we're going to be running through the poll we're running is, so you can see here, the first poll is flat out, do you have a social media strategy for 2010? So if everybody can take approximately, a couple seconds here to fill this out, well, I'm just out of curiosity to survey the participants to see who's got a social media strategy in place for next year. So we'll just give another 10 seconds here. Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to close the poll down here, and the results that came back, we had that 94% of you voted. 84% of you say no, and 16% of you say yes to you've got a social media strategy in place, which is interesting. I think that good on those ones who those individuals who are putting this stuff in place, but not surprised that there's a high percentage of people that don't have a strategy because it's so new. So again, I hope to be able to convert some of that 84% here with some information that I'm going to share with you. So hopefully by next week, this will be more of a 50-50. So we'll go into the next section here, and this is an interesting diagram around the understanding of social media in the world of recruitment. Or let me rephrase that, social media as far as an overall company goes. So this is a great little diagram. So you think about any company, you've got the senior level, and you can see, I'm an opinion leader with a robust knowledge base. I want to raise awareness. Well, solutions could be create a blog or tweet your updates as far as what's interesting. Marketing, I need a channel to place our content and therefore build traffic. Solutions, Dig, Reddit, Newsline, Stumble Upon, YouTube. This in particular is really where organizations are hiring sourcing specialists, or what is new to be termed as the social community manager. So I know this is from a corporation perspective, but I think we can apply this all to an HR function as well. Public relations. I want to know and respond to what the public is saying about our products and services. So there's some solutions around this. Listen to comments on Dig or Reddit or Newsvine, YouTube. There's also great solutions for you to actually listen, and that's Technorati. And then sales and HR at the bottom. I want networking tools to create new business and locate new employees. So solutions like LinkedIn and Facebook. So this isn't our diagram. This is a diagram we use because I think it does a great job of making it really simple on how different functions within your company can support a social media strategy. When we look at the 5 different ways that social media can provide you information, provide you value, it's really organized by listening, participating, generating buzz, sharing content, and community building and social networking. So what's great here is you can see this is a chart on just really how much time, and I don't, the 20 hours, 15 hours, I wouldn't put too much weight in that, but the point is depending on which tools and what you're doing, it's going to take more or less time. Some great tools for listening. Google Alerts for listening what candidates are saying about your organization. Technorati, Twitter, and then RSS feeds. So you can set these up to actually listen to conversations going on about what are people saying about your brand. Now, participating, for example. So, Twitter is a great tool to participate in those conversations by listening to real-time updates and then communicating through that. Generating buzz. So, Twitter, Dig is another fantastic tool for generating buzz around your job opportunities or employment brand messaging. stumble upon it as well as another place to syndicate your content out to. Sharing content, so blogging, sharing videos on YouTube. I know recruitment videos and employment brand videos have been around for a while, and YouTube is by far the best way to go really push out that content. Flickr, for example, if you really wanted to pull back the blinds, you can share pictures of your office and share pictures of your latest staff event and so forth. That adds a bit of a face to the corporation. And then finally, community building and social networking. So obviously everyone's familiar with Facebook, MySpace, and LinkedIn. For those of you who aren't familiar with Ning, Ning is an application that allows people to create their own social network off of the Ning platform. So for example, I can go create all the functionality that I'd want in a social network off of the Ning platform and create that privately. So I have seen some organizations go create their own private Ning groups for current employees, for applicants, or for experts, experts in that industry. So a bit of a view here on just the different ways to do it. I think it's really important to understand what these different tools do and how they're related to building out a social media strategy. So now I'm going to get really into the guts of this, and I've organized this in 3 different ways. And basically, Jim Collins' Good to Great, the whole crawl, walk, run theory. So starting off with, and I'm going to retouch on all this, but starting off with the crawl strategy. So what can I do tomorrow that I can put in place that's going to start adding value to my organization? So number one, I absolutely believe that creating a very simple Twitter page and posting your jobs out to Twitter will drive you traffic. To give you a handle, I'm just going to pop into our, this is our job board that we use. We basically, it's a retail tweet job board, basically retail job tweet is what we've called it. But what this is we actually take and post all of our jobs for our clients on here to basically broadcast to the open web. Now, for those of you who think Twitter may be silly, for example, this actually drives approximately 7 to 10% more traffic to all of our clients' career sites. So step one in the crawl strategy is basically I absolutely encourage you to just start a Twitter page and post all your jobs onto that Twitter page in a short format with hyperlinks back to your careers page. You will absolutely recognize the difference in traffic. We're still working on tools to understand the quality of that traffic, but certainly it's a great way to start broadcasting and creating awareness for your current job opportunities. The other very simple thing to do, and there's a lot of convoluted strategies on how to use Facebook fan pages. And unfortunately, this isn't like the movie Field of Dreams where if you build it, they will come. You really have got to go and build a Facebook fan strategy if you want it to work. Now, I think very simply what you could do, and what we've recommended to many companies to kind of dip their toes in this pool, is to create a Facebook fan page, make sure it's denoted around careers, post all of your jobs, all of your open jobs as they come up to that Facebook fan page, and invite your current employees to join that fan page and share that content if they feel so inclined. Two extremely simple strategies to put into play that I think is a great first step into the world of social media if you don't have this. So for the 84% and for everyone on the call who is looking to obviously incorporate social media, this is a very elementary first step into the world of social media, and I can guarantee you'll see good results. If you just simply, let me rephrase that, I'll guarantee you'll see increased traffic, an increased candidate flow, and potentially an increased engagement from your current employees to help support those current open job opportunities. Now, a quick little tip to make this really easy, and funny enough, a lot of companies, they maybe block out Facebook or you can't post on it and so forth. There's actually a service called ping.fm, and I'm actually going to click into it here. This is a great little tool that once you create an account with it, it's a free tool. You basically go and, I'm not logged in here, but I'll just show you exactly how it works, is you more or less can do a status update within Ping, and it pushes it out to all the networks that you would want. So you can even push it out through LinkedIn if you want. So if you do a very simple job posting, do it through Ping, and then Ping's very simple to say, what accounts do you want us to connect us with? Your Twitter page, your Facebook fan page, your LinkedIn profile. And this is a very simple way of, instead of having to go log into all these different tools, to post all your jobs out at once. So I hope that's helpful. All right. The next strategy here I'm going to talk to you is kind of the next level, which we'll call walk. So the first step to this, and I want to put just a bit of a disclaimer. I've tried to keep things very tactical and very simple here for the nature of this presentation, because I want everyone to come away with very specific, list of 5 things to do. And the Facebook ads. So if now you're looking at ways, you got your Twitter page, you got your Facebook fan page, you got your careers page. Now you're looking for ways to go promote these job opportunities and your career opportunities within Facebook. So the way you can do this is basically go and create Facebook ads. And what Facebook offers at this point is actually a unique opportunity to target very specific demographics. And if you give me 1 second here, I'm going to pop in and, let's see here. I'm actually going to go and log into Facebook. So what I'm going to show you here is some of the campaigns that we've done. I don't know who spent any time on this tool or not. Some of this may be new for you, but I'll show you a little bit around what we're doing. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to go create an ad. And let's say I'm trying to go promote my careers page or my Facebook fan page. So without really getting the details here, you can upload your logo, all that kind of stuff. Now, here's what's really interesting. And for those of you who haven't seen this before, this will get you really excited. To preface this a little bit, we've got one client that we, on average, create 2.5 to 3 million impressions for them through Facebook to go promote their career opportunities and build their talent community. Now, we're targeting individuals with very specific interests. So you can see here when we get into the targeting section, and what's really unique, I want you to keep an eye on this number at the bottom. So this right here is saying, if I created an ad, it's just saying I'm targeting everyone in Canada that's 18 and over, basically not really much restricting. So they're saying there's 12 million people on Facebook. Now, you can see here if I go any to any, you can see the number goes up because we're going low. But let's say I'm targeting 20 to 25-year-olds who are female, and let's see here. So we're going to say now. I know there's no one on Starbucks on this call, so I'm okay to do it. So let's say I wanted to go and target people who work at Starbucks. So you can see here very quickly, and I'm going to kind of leave it open-ended for you to think about how to do these types of things. But more or less, is there are 1,600 females on Facebook that have tagged themselves as Starbucks employees in the ages of 20 to 25. Now, as far as micro-targeting these types of people, there's unique opportunities to create mini campaigns and mini careers websites that really go and target these specific individuals. So every retailer in Canada, everyone that we talk to always has individuals and companies that they love how they train their people, and they're always a good fit. So this actually provides a bit of a unique way to advertise to specific individuals. Now, let's say if you're an automotive, in your automotive industry. Let's see, we're going to go automotive. Now I'm looking at people who are automotive, who have interest in these types of things. So now I'm looking at keywords. So now when I start dropping in these keywords, the number drops extremely low. Now as I add more and more, let's see here. Let's see, now we're going to see, let's see, people that like NASCAR racing. My spelling's horrible, sorry. So you can see here what's happening is there's unique opportunities, and when you build a strategy out, when you identify the different types of individuals and mini campaigns, you can see you start building up these very, very targeted campaigns, and obviously you can do this by city or province or by city. You can just do it in Calgary or